I was like, oh my god. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. In today's video, we're going to try out a bunch of Natasha Denona's eyeshadow. We have her liquid eyeshadow, her lipsticks to try it on to create today's ultimate beat. So if you guys are interested in today's video, I would really love for you to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. I would really appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I have done my base already. Eyebrows are on, so you guys know this is kind of an eyeshadow time. So I have hauled a bunch of goodies from Natasha Denona. I kind of went crazy on her website, and definitely the Zendo palette is one of the things that I bought, and I have 3 looks on the Zendo palette. If you guys are ever so inclined to check it out, I'm going to link it up or down in the description. And I also hauled her a mini Nude palette and her retro palette. Absolutely so beautiful. I feel like we need to swatch some of these just to give you that Natasha Denona experience. I also got her Chroma Crystal liquid eyeshadow. I first got the shade Sienna, and can I tell you, I've never really loved any liquid eyeshadows in my life, like ever. The only 2 liquid eyeshadow I've tried, one from Essence, the other one from BH Cosmetics, because Tati recommended it, so I tried it out like once and I never reached for it again. By the way, who else missed Tati? I really miss her videos. Like, can she just come back and do her videos instead of the silly drama? If anyone feel the same, down in the comments, let me know. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, I don't really ever like find myself reaching for liquid eyeshadows like ever. But the moment I freaking swatch and put this on my eyelid, this is in the shade Sienna, you guys, I was so in love. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed it in my stories. I was so infatuated. I was swept off of my feet. I was so in love with this color. Like, oh my god. This is the most gorgeous, like, one and done eyeshadow I've ever seen. Like, oh, the crystal, the shine, the longevity. So my crazy ass just went on her website and ordered another one. I was, you know, debating if I should get the set. They're currently on sale for $50 for 5. But then I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't go too crazy. So I got another shade called Zone, which I've been eyeing on. This shade is really beautiful as well. Like, let's do a little swatchy swatch. Like, oh, come on. Look at the shine. How stunning are these? This is makeup crack for me. This is like makeup porn on another level. Like, when it's on your eyelid, it doesn't budge, it does not move. It's so glittery, so shiny. I can't get enough of these, you guys. So we have 2 palettes to play with and 2 liquid eyeshadow, which is so rare for me. You never see me ever talk about liquid eyeshadows ever on my channel. These, there is something really special about these. Like, you know what? I need to shut up about it. Like, people are already sick of me talking about it. And I also got I need a new lipsticks. This is in the shade Alison. We're going to get to try this one out together. And I'm really excited. I heard great things about her lipsticks. I always love a good nude lipsticks. Yeah, that's just, you know, I need to shut the hell up and let's just get into it. All right, you guys, I just realized in the mini Nude palette, there is a shade called Sienna. And they're the same. I am so happy because now I have the liquid version and I have the powder version. I'm like so obsessed with this shade. I mean, just take a look at the shine. Like, definitely an amped up version of the powder form. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play with these 2 and see what we can come up with. I think I'm going to this shade right here first. I'm taking the BHV5 and I'm going to fluff this through the crease area. Like, back and forth. I'm gonna tuck it through the inner socket area to define inner corner. I'm gonna do the same to this eye. That is very, very smooth. All right, let's go into this dark chocolatey brown. I think this is called Soil. I'm not so sure. The name is slightly a little confusing. I just want to fluff that through my outer V. And kind of fluff it up to define and form the shape. You really don't need, I'm not taking a lot. I would just lightly like dab like this and that's it. Don't want to create something too heavy. And I want to dip back into the shade, the peachy shade, and kind of just like buff the edges out. And honestly, you can just throw on a shimmer, you're good. And I'm going to do the same on this eye really quickly. Go into the liquid form of sienna. I'm sorry, I have to. I love this color so much. And you guys need to see how stunning it is. And how I like to use it is just use my finger. So you got a little bit on your finger and you kind of just stop pressing. You don't even need a lot. You just press a little bit because you only really need, I mean, look at that. Come on. I mean, just take a look at that. You really need a little tiny dot. Don't wipe it on too much because you'll probably run into trouble. I kind of imagine people probably go like this, so many layers, and of course that's gonna get crumbly and wrinkly on your eyes. So don't do that. All you need is tiny little dot like this. That's all you need, you guys. And the dry down time is quite fast. Now it's on sale for $12.50. Like, that is just so freaking incredible. Like, oh my god, the shine of this. I'm just taking a little tiny dot and I want to add a little bit more. That is just the easiest application like ever. Let me use my phone so you see the shine. Isn't this just like the most like gorgeous, like stunning eyeshadow like ever? Once it's on there, it does not budge, does not move, and it stayed on all day. Like, I can't tell you how much I'm so in love with it. All right, let's quickly define the lower lash line. I want to go into the Ritual palette. I want to take this green shade, and I kind of just want to buff that on my lower lash line. I'm taking a BH number 5. And kind of take it, like stop right here. I don't want to go in anymore, but I want to keep on just kind of smoke out the color. Honestly, for every day, you don't even need to do a lower lash line. Sometimes I just like throw this on and I'm good. And it just like, just feels my soul, you know? I'm gonna do the same quickly. All right, so I'm back. Now I kind of want to go into the shade to like buff out the edges a little bit. This is from BH Rose Quartz number 7. There's a little tiny blending brush. I just want to go over. Now I really want to go into the shade Zone. I cannot wait to use again. Like yesterday when I first got it, I just like slapped it on. Obsessed. So I am just gonna take a tiny baby M431 more from Morphe. I'm gonna take a little bit just on the brush, and I kind of want to put that on the inner corner on the lower lash line. Like, oh my god, come on, isn't that like so gorgeous? I'm gonna take a little more on the brush, and I want to put that on the inner corner. The way this shines is just like, oh my gosh. The way it catches the light, beautiful. There is definitely pink, champagne, gold, a little bit of a green in there. It's just absolutely stunning. All right, I definitely got carried away with Zone. Now I'm going back to this green shade and just kind of gonna add this shade back. Let's put it a little down and kind of hug the shade Zone. And I'm going to wing it up a little bit, just at the outer corner. Now I want to highlight the brow bone with the shade right here in the center. And I just want to put that on my brow bone area. Just final touch, I swear. I want to go into the shade Zeal on like a little pointy, skinny pencil brush. I'm taking the shade Zeal, and I want to kind of use that to deepen my outer V and kind of create a little bit of that wing shape. I'm giving my eyes a little bit of a lift. The shade Zeal again, and I want to tug it here just to further define my hooded eyes. Let me zoom you guys in. And wing it up here. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of my concealer so we can do a little bit of a cleanup. You know what I realized? I feel like the Tom Ford packaging is exactly the same as Natasha Denona's Chroma Crystal liquid eyeshadow. It is exactly the same component and same doe foot applicator. Just a little new discovery. Anyways, I'm gonna take a little bit of a concealer. I kind of like concealer in this type of a doe foot because you can always do it really like precise. You can just clean it up like that, you know, to give it like quite a precise cleanup. And then I'm gonna go into a baby tiny sponge and lightly just like pat things out. So my eyeshadow looks a lot more crisp and clean. This concealer is also dry down really quickly. So I would suggest you kind of work one side at a time. Now I want to dip back in the shade Balance. This shade right here. It's a little deeper, but not as deep as the shade in the mini palette, not the dark brown, but I kind of just want a little bit of more of that caramelly type of a color. And I want to stamp that just on my outer corner to kind of fill in this gap right here. All right, before I pop on some lash, let's go into finish off the face. I want to do Honest Beauty Rose Pink, my favorite cream blush. Just gonna take a blush brush and I want to take it on the face and just blush up the cheeks. I kind of want to put it around this area right here. I'm gonna do the same. So I have not bronzed yet. Now I want to go into my favorite palette at the moment. I'm just obsessing over these bronzer blusher like Chef's Kiss. I'm gonna take Sunset Bronze, this shade right here, and bronze up my face really quickly. Like if you're my skin tone and you did not get this palette, I highly recommend. It's around $15 and the tones just suits Asian skin tone. I feel like it's so perfect. Like honestly, the application is effortless and the color is just so stunning. Absolutely perfect. Put a little bit just along the jawline. And don't forget don't forget my double chin right here. A little bit of the blush around this area to kind of like lift your cheek up. I want to go into this shade Apricot. Apply this around this area. Just a little bit below my under eye. Do you see the difference? This kind of like lift your cheeks up. Hold it, the color up and kind of buff everything out. All right, now I want to highlight my face. I'm gonna use my favorite Supershock. This is in the shade Guilty Pleasure. I think they discontinued this. I don't know why, and I'm really sad about it. This is like the most beautiful like Supershock highlighter like ever. And I just want to highlight my cheekbone. It just gives you that beautiful kind of a rose gold to gold type of a shine. That's super skin-like but really reflective. I love this highlighter so much. Okay, I'm back with some lashes. Mascara, I use the Essence Lash Princess. For my inner rim, I use Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Peach Fuzz. And yeah, let's move on to the lips, which I'm really excited about. And it comes in with like the white packaging. And there is that magnetic closure. Kind of like the Zara one. Let me show you the one from Zara. Zara is just a lot heavier actually. Kind of like the Natasha Denona. There's that magnetic closure into the actual lipsticks. There is that ND on the lipsticks. So this is in the shade Alison. Let's go ahead and swatch it right here just to see. Peachy nude type of a vibe. Let's go ahead and apply it to my lips so you guys can see what it looks like first before we go into any lip liner. There is that vanilla scent to it. It is cream. So this is the color Alison. My skin tone, you know what it reminds me of? The texture actually really reminds me of Colourpop Luxe lipsticks. This is a pretty pinky, peachy nude. All right, let's go ahead and line it a little bit. I'm gonna go into Colourpop Oh Snap. It's a pinky type of a shade. I'm just gonna give my lips a little bit of a definition. Alrighty guys, that's it for today's finished look. I absolutely love how this look turned out. The lip, the eyes, everything, like the makeup. I'm just loving my makeup today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and enjoying me trying a bunch of Natasha Denona's eyeshadow and the lipsticks. Really like this color. Just you watch how many similar pinky nude lipsticks that I have. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, I would really love for you to subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.